Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over my top 10 most carried pocket knives of July. But first, in the pocket today, I have the Griffin Co. X Series EDC fixed blade. I slapped the micarta scales on it just to give it a try. And man, this thing is an absolute featherweight with the micarta. So I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it with micarta or put the tie scales back on. I do like the milling on the tie scales. I think it looks a little bit better, but it is so light. I totally forgot I had this in the pocket. Now this is a longer sheath, but it's very slim. And if you missed out on a particular version of this Griffin X Series EDC fixed blade, they're going to be having a drop tomorrow at DLT Trading, and I will do a community post linking it just so you don't forget if you're trying to remember on that. So this is going back in the pocket. Absolutely love it. These three aren't in the top 10, but they came in just recently, so I figured I'd show them. This is a new model for QSP. This is the Turtle Punk. Where did they get that name from? Well, I see why they got the turtle, because it's hard to see, but there's raised like almost like a turtle shell up here, and then you have this crazy G10. Looks like a Damascus G10 almost. It's got a reversible deep carry pocket clip inset into the frame. And I gotta say, the action on both of these knives are super snappy. And at first I was like, it's a Tonto, but it's a drop point Tonto, so it's going to be nice and versatile. And these are in 14C 28-inch steel, full flat ground blade. Now the one thing I noticed right off the bat is that funky sharpening choil. First sharpening, it's going to start to widen up. Like you can even see it's starting to come up here. Let's see, can I fix it? Nice action though on these. You could fix it, but you got to be careful, because see the closed stop pin right there? You do not want to go that far. You got to come up forward on it a little bit, so we'll have to wait and see. But ergos feel pretty darn good. I'll have to see when I do the testing on it, but this right here is always good. Just going to depend on this pocket clip, how it feels while I'm doing testing. But I'll definitely let y'all know that in the review. And then we have the Ripley. This one has like slate colored G10 reversible pocket clip, and they both have filler tabs. I like that they do the filler tabs. Flow through construction. This one has a crossbar lock, and the tension on this crossbar lock is perfection. Just watch how snappy. Yeah, real snappy action. Nice full flat ground drop point blade. This one's riding on bearings as well as that one because it's super smooth. But once again, you can even see it on this side. It's already starting to flare a little bit. I just don't understand why it's that hard. It's never fun to sharpen something like that if you don't fix that. But other than that, I like this one. The action, very smooth and snappy. Yeah, they did a great job with the crossbar lock. Because watch, okay, right here, watch the closing pressure on this. It takes a good bit to overcome, and being that you have a reversible pocket clip and it's a crossbar lock, it's completely ambidextrous. So yeah, I like this one. We'll have to see how it performs. Perfectly centered on that one. Let me know what y'all think about these two. I don't know the price tags on these. That's going to also really dictate my feelings on these. I know they're not going to be above the $100 range. I will say they do feel like quality knives besides the sharpening choils. They definitely feel very well made. They're both 8-inch, I think, folders. And we have a new Giant Mouse Ace knife. This is the Bleeker. Just a very slim, gent style carry, I guess you could say. Super lightweight. You have a carbon fiber show side, brass backspacer that's crowned, titanium frame lock side. And I'll tell you what, in this closed position, it looks like the ZT, what is it, 04s? I don't know, one of those, the Sinkovich design one. One thing I noticed just now while I'm looking at this, I have a feeling, see where that contact point is right in front of this lock bar relief? I have a feeling every time you go to take this knife out of your pants, it's going to get caught up in that. I'm not sure, and I'll definitely test that for the full review, but that's not cool. You got a beautiful crown spine, and you don't have a whole lot to get your finger in there. I can get my thumb in there easily, but reverse flick, I can do it, but it's not the easiest. I got to kind of position myself so I don't let go of it. The detent could be a hair stronger on mine, and I mean, it's just fresh out of the box. So you have, I guess you call it a Persian blade right here, satin finish, CPM Magna Cut steel, and once again, this one's a terrible offender. Look at that. It's already starting to flare out. That's like, come on, I know y'all see that. So yeah, if I do any more sharpening, it's going to get bigger than that. And that's something I'll definitely fix. The overall package, I like where they were going with this one. I guess that's going to be something new. It seems like everybody's making slim, lightweight folders, thin ones, trying to capture that part of the community. So we'll see how that goes. Tell me what y'all think about something like this. All right, let's get into the top 10. Sorry that took so long. First up, we have the Vanguard Knives Atomic. I like this one way more than I expected, and their knives are very, very high quality. At least in my opinion, they are. You have somewhat of a decorative pivot, full-length backspacer that's got all kinds of stuff going on, mill tie clip that functions well, and the action, even though you have that minimal flipper tab, you just pull back and this thing rockets out. It has a drop point blade of M390 steel. I just completed the testing on this one, so my review should be coming up in the next few days. But yeah, stay tuned for this one. I won't go any further. That is the Vanguard Knives Atomic. If any of these knives interest you and they're available, I will link them down below in the description. They may be affiliate links, so if you want to help support what I do here on this channel, that is pretty much the only way to do so. If not, no biggie. Next up, we have the Tempest Knives Microjet. Oh, y'all be ready for this one. My review's coming soon of this one. You have a minimal flipper tab, awesome blade hole, super comfortable, excellent jimping, awesome drop point blade, 154 cm steel, super smooth, lightweight because of the carbon fiber scales, tie backspacer, I think, and mill tie clip. Yeah, you're not going to want to miss this one. The review's coming very soon. Number 3, we had the Knives Chevron. Ever since I got this one back from my buddy OCD for EDC, I've been carrying it quite often. Love the texture on the tie. It's got the front flipper and that blade hole. It's very comfortable, and it has a nice deep hollow grind. This one performs really, really nice. I just started doing testing on it, and yeah, it's been a joy so far. This one's in CPM Magnet Cut steel, and another one that I'll have to cut a sharpening choil in once I sharpen it. So I don't know what's going on. Every company just doesn't ever seem to get that right. Not every company, but a lot of them. Definitely wish that was something that would be addressed more often. But I love the overall design, especially since I got that tension relieved on that pocket clip for my lightweight shorts. Now I can carry this one. Justin is awesome. If you need any mod work done, go check out OCD for EDC. You can email him. He will take care of you. Next is a budget knife. We have the Miguron Galaty. They sent me this one a few days ago. It's got contoured micarta scales flipper and a blade hole. Worked great. Excellent jimping. Nice and comfortable. Nice and compact. Mill titanium pocket clip, but it is right-hand tip-up only. Love this versatile drop point. 14C, 20-in steel. I just started doing the testing on this one, so stay tuned. Next, we have the Kass brand Black Swan. I reviewed this one here recently, and boy, it's such a fine knife. You have absolutely no hardware on this side. You have a zirconia pivot right here, and on this side, zirconia pocket clip, zirconium inlays, and a beautiful drop point with whatever finish this is. I love it. M390 steel. Did great in my testing. You got front flipper, and you got kind of funky thumb studs, but they work. Nice smooth action. Love this one. This one I didn't expect to love as much as I do. But next up, we have the Cold Steel KARVE. I love this big old beast. It's not that big, but it's fairly big. Size reference with the Ontario Rat 1, so it's a little bigger than the Rat 1, and a whole lot of fun. It's got their Atlas lock, nice and smooth action, and what's cool about this one is it's riding on washers, and right now I got it to where it's a free dropper, but if I want to slow that down some, I can just tighten up the pivot. That's how they got the Atlas lock set up, and it's good to go. Nice comfortable ergos. I'm waiting for the Cold Steel Full Metal Atlas to hit some of the dealers. Once it does, I'll drop my review to that one. But I let that one take a break to start carrying the KARVE a little bit. Another one that kind of surprised me on how much I like it. Number 7, we have the KB Knives Bluff. It's still the Kubi brand, and I know a lot of people have knives with the KB on it, but they're trying to separate it as its own little premium Kubi knives. And this is the first one that I've checked out. This one, S35 VN blade, drop point. You have beautiful action on this one. All tie hardware, thumb studs, nice milling on the tie scales. Yeah, this one, I got 2 more parts of the testing to do, but so far I've been pretty impressed. Number 8, we have the Golden Designs Nugget. My review of this one is dropping tomorrow, and the drop for these is also tomorrow. That's why I'm dropping my testing and review tomorrow, so stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss out on this one, and if you want to hear my thoughts on it, 6 o'clock I think is when this review is going to be dropping tomorrow. Really cool compact knife. Best Tex the OEM. They did a beautiful job. I think number 9, I think it was in the last month's video as well, and I'm still carrying it. Number 9, we have the Miguron Vane. This was designed by my buddy Vufam over here on YouTube and on Instagram. Super nice guy. Love the design. You got a nice drop point M390 blade. Awesome micro milling on those contour tie scales. Mill tie clip that is reversible. The action, beautiful, comfortable. Yeah. Look at that nice satin grind on it. I don't know about the sharpening choil on this one. You may have a few sharpenings before to widen here. Let's see. If you go to widen this one, you're definitely going to have to be careful. I don't know why they did this like this, but they put a stop pin right here for the stop. But now, in order to widen that, you're going to have to be very, very careful, because if you take off any behind that, you're either going to get blade wrap when closing. It'll strike the back spacer. It could cause problems. But I like the knife a lot. I've continued to carry it since last month. I think it was an honorable mention last month, and been carrying it quite a bit this month. This last one, I gotta admit, took me by surprise, and that is the Kizer Mini Grouper. And at first, I didn't give this knife the time of day because I don't love the carbon fiber G10 laminate, but this one doesn't feel that bad. It is a little slick, but I think they also offer like an aluminum one and a G10 one. But why I like this one is because this is a top liner lock. I also thought this was a button lock when I first got it. The action, outstanding. Ergos, great. Beautiful full flight ground slicey Nitro V blade. And let me tell you something. I am currently testing 2 of Kizer's Nitro V blades. And if they continue to do as good as they have, then yeah, I will definitely be loving the Nitro V coming from Kizer. I'll probably sharpen this one up today to see how it feels on the stones. But as of right now, I have been really, really loving this knife. Just because it's a good beater. It's not super expensive or anything. It's got great action. It's easy to carry. It's got a reversible deep carry pocket clip. I don't think it looks bad. Yeah, I'd love to hear y'all thoughts on this one. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's another shot of all of them open. Like I said, if any of these interest you and they're available, we'll have them linked down below. I'll also do a community post for the Griffin X Series EDC fixed blade tomorrow. Stay tuned for the Nugget review that's dropping tomorrow as well. Also, the Atomic review's coming soon. And let me know, what knife did you carry most in the month of July? I love hearing what y'all carried. If you want me to review a certain knife before another, let me know that as well down in the comments. I hope every one of y'all is having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all in the next one.